everyone, Green with Tiffany here. I'm here with James Huffman, and he is representing the I and Love and You. I love this name for pet food. So what makes this pet food a little bit different than others?
Well, we've got a whole line of, pretty much everything from, kibble, grain-free kibble, GMO-free, freeze-dried turkey food to a holistic line of remedies. So we kind of try and offer the whole gamut of really great products for dogs and owners. That's kind of where the name comes from. It's sort of a thematic representation of the relationship between owner and pet and why we go through all this for our pets.
A lot of the traditional foods that you see out there and the mainstream names, what's in those foods that's so bad for your pet in comparison?
Well, you have a lot of foods out there that have fillers. A lot of them have grains, and I find myself talking to a lot of pet owners a lot about a grain-free option. Dogs really aren't designed to digest grains. They're really designed to eat meat. I talk to a lot of people that have dogs that have inexplicable allergies, and the first thing I ask them is, are you feeding them something that has grains? Whether it's corn, brown rice, or whatever, oatmeal even. And a lot of times they'll say yes, and say the first thing you should do is give them a grain-free food. You might see some improvement, and more often than not, that's the way it works.
If the pet food has it in it, you would think that that company that's designed it has done it because it benefits the dog, so you wouldn't necessarily know that dogs really shouldn't be eating that.
Yeah, I always encourage people just to read labels and do research, and every dog is different. One person's dog does really well on, say, a beef diet, and another person's dog doesn't really do well on chicken or beef, but if you find a rabbit or a venison protein source, they're great. That's what everybody wants, is just to have a happy, healthy pet.
A lot of pets are not healthy. That pet owners I've been talking to, they're saying that their pets have a lot of sickness.
Yeah, there's a lot of itchy paws, itchy skin, there's a lot of gassiness, there's a lot of digestive issues that we won't really get into, but, unpleasant sort of things.
I've got the visual. Do you have pets of your own?
Yeah, it's interesting. I was in the energy drink business for a long time. I have 2 terriers now, but I had a German Shepherd before, and he's a huge dog, 120-pound white German Shepherd that had a really, really sensitive stomach. And you can imagine what kind of things it does to your social life.
Again, with the visual.
Yeah. So I got very immersed in the dog food world, just spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to remedy this. The vets didn't really help, and so I was investigating foods and different diets and different ways to alleviate the problem. And a lot of the things I did helped tremendously. So I learned so much just because I was trying to help my own dog. So when I met these guys and I really loved the brand, I loved what they were trying to do, all the products they were making, it was just a good match, and I love working for these guys.
It's fantastic. I love when people find their way just kind of by accident and then love what they do.
I never would have thought I'd be in the pet food industry,
And what does your pet love the best out of all these choices?
You know what? We have venison jerky that my dogs love a lot, but I always talk to people about this stuff. It's freeze-dried raw turkey and vegetables. It's basically a raw meal that you can feed your dog, which is really the optimum way to feed a dog. But you don't have to handle raw materials in your kitchen. You don't have to feed them raw turkey or raw chicken. It's all freeze-dried, so it's kind of like astronaut food for dogs. Add water to it. You let it sit for like 15 minutes, and then it gets soft and expands, kind of like a cup of noodles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's ready to eat. And it's, like I said, it's completely raw. It's GMO-free. It's grain-free, made in the U.S.
That's so wonderful. I and Love and You.
That's right.
.com.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you next time on Green with Tiffany.